So, as you may have heard, there's a new AI model that came out recently. It's called GPT-4, and now Alex supports it in addition to ChatGPT and GPT-3. So I figured in this video, I'll show you how it works, and maybe we can do a little comparing, see which model is better for what. So one thing that I like to start with, let's start with GPT-3, and I just I'm going to Google myself, basically. Who is Nathan Bushes? And the reason I do this is because I'll instantly know what's right and what's not. So this is GPT-3, and it's, entrepreneur and product manager, pretty true. CEO of Divinations, not exactly true. Divinations is my newsletter. I'm the co-founder and president of Every that publishes the newsletter. I did not found, nor do I run Substack, so we should cross that out. Let's see, what else? I'm not the author of a book, Decisive. That would have been cool, though, if I had a book. I was not Forbes under 30. So as you can tell, it's making up a bunch of stuff, right? So let's make a new version, and let's try ChatGPT and see how that does. So I'm going to switch my model, and let's go over here and just do the exact same command. Founder of Divinations, kind of like same mistake. I'm not really a founder. It's founder of Every. Divinations is a newsletter there. I was not audience development at The Verge. I am kind of known for my previous work at Substack. I wasn't the founder of it, but I was the first employee there. So it feels like it's a little bit better, but I have not been published in any of these notable publications. So we're getting a little closer maybe, but it's not that different. So let's check out GPT-4 now and see what it knows. And the reason I really choose to focus on this is because I think it shows just how it's got a long tail of facts memorized. I'm not like a famous person, but it's just so much better at, so this is all true so far. All true. This is an exaggeration. I did not popularize the concept of bundling, but I did. The company that I founded, we're a bundle of newsletters, and I've written about that. This is true. So literally all of this is true. And it's pretty incredible. The one thing I found is honestly, GPT-4 has a tendency to just kind of like rewrite some stuff sometimes. But let's let it keep going a little bit more, see how it works. This is sort of like it reads like a braggy bio. Like, it's not the kind of thing I would ever say about myself. It's certainly a little bit exaggerated. It's going deeper. We don't have to go all the way deep on that because nobody cares, but it's pretty cool. So I highly recommend you check it out. The default is still GPT-3 because it's a little bit more reliable. GPT-4, it does some of these weird things that I think might confuse newer users. But if you want to switch over to this, just go to settings, hit GPT-4. It'll remember it. Anytime you create a new document or anything else, it'll use this setting. ChatGPT is also very good. So you might just want to play around with different models to see what works best for what you're doing. A few other things I built that are worth highlighting. You can now control the sort of creativity of the model, and it defaults it to kind of a little bit on the high side, but not all the way. And what this means is basically the quick way to explain it is these language models, the way they work is they just generate one word at a time. And so it picks the next word based on the most probable next word that it has seen in its corpus of reading the whole internet. But it doesn't always just pick the absolute most common word, because they found if you do that, it ends up being super robotic and predictable. And so it takes one that's like maybe a little bit lower down the list, and it kind of injects a little bit of randomness into it. And so the higher you dial this up, the more random that is, and the lower, the more sort of a little bit repetitive or robotic it might be. It makes it a little bit less likely to make things up. So that's cool. And then another fun new thing I added is just fonts. So in case anybody wants to write not in the system font, this is a nice thing. So those are some of the new things I built. I hope you like it. I also put this commands bar right up here in the header, so you can use it on mobile and you can always remember it. You can see the keyboard shortcut for it. And it's funny, this GPT-4 came out like I was in the middle of building something else that I'm really excited to get out. So I'll probably be launching that next week now. But I just had to sort of drop everything and build support for GPT-4 now that it's here. But there's a reason why this has become in a more prominent place that you'll see very soon. So anyway, hope you're excited about it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I can make Lex better. One last thing. Under the hood, the text is a little bit more consistent. It's done a better job with some of the formatting stuff. So you might like that too. But anyway, let me know what you think, and see you again soon.